What is a country? Humans have a long history with borders and territories. Drawing lines through, around, and in between lands, we created maps to navigate the world and depict it as we knew it. Eventually, we also began to use them to establish the places in which we had sovereignty over its people and resources. Fascinatingly, despite the apparent four-dimensionality of space, our perception of territories is often two-dimensional. But territories are constituted by land, sea, air, and space. Territories have volume. There's an ancient Latin phrase, "Whoever owns the soil, it is theirs up to heaven and down to hell." But we argue that today, in many countries, especially the Republic of Cyprus, this is not the case. Throughout its history, control over Cypriot territory has been shifted by politics and military initiatives. Though existing as one country, it has seen the political presence of other nations, namely Turkey and the UK. Though Cyprus has retained sovereignty over the south, Turkish military occupies the north, where the self-declared Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus has been established. At the same time, the UK, as Cyprus's historical colonist, maintains two bases in separate parts of the island country. Although by law, Cyprus's territorial waters and exclusive economic zone belongs to Cyprus, the Turkish Cypriots claim equal rights over them as well. Turkey, on the other hand, claims an extended economic zone for themselves. On the aerial level, because the UK has established military bases in Cyprus, they maintain strict policies about flying over them from a certain height. This is a restriction even for Cypriot planes. Meanwhile, the space above the country that is used for commercial and military flying remains untouched by foreigners, or so they think. The Erkin Airport in the north creates difficulties in the control of the national airspace where it's illegally operating. Parallel to ongoing political disputes, satellite technology and maritime industries offer lucrative opportunities for the developing country's economy. Over the years, Cyprus has opened its doors to big business, granting private entities rights to its land, seas, aerial space, and beyond. It seems that territories today are governed not just by politics and legislations, but by capital. Formerly known as a tax haven for Russian oligarchs, many companies and wealthy individuals have chosen to invest in Cyprus, and because of its desirable tax legislations, even Cypriot citizenship itself has become capitalized. Cyprus's exclusive economic zone has been divided into blocks. Rights to exploit marine resources are granted by the government to various foreign companies in the maritime industry. Apart from the commodification of land and marine resources, however, we eventually discovered we could profit from outer space as well. We have built ships, trains, planes, and most recently, rockets and satellites. Suddenly, outer space is the new economic frontier. However, there are certain regulations that accompany launching a satellite into space. A license is required. Currently, Cyprus holds 10 satellite licenses, but has never launched a single satellite of their own. Instead, the government sells rights to foreign companies to use these licenses because of the wealth and employment opportunities Cyprus receives from allowing them to launch satellites into space. As they continue to occupy space and transform notions of territory, private companies are shaping a new world. One day, political borders may become a thing of the past, and Cyprus may no longer belong to Cyprus.